You called me just before noon, said let's go somewhere we don't know. So I left the windows open and let the warm air fill the road. You wore that faded blue jacket, though the day was far too bright. You laughed and said you liked the feeling of doing everything half right. We had no reason to hurry, no place we had to be. The whole day felt a little lighter with you sitting next to me. You make the world feel a little more like summer, a little more open, a little more blue. Every small moment turns into something whenever I spend it with you. You make the sunlight stay a little longer. You make the ordinary feel new. I never knew a day could feel this easy till I found one next to you. We stopped beside a quiet river, bought some peaches from a stand. You held one up against the sunlight, then passed it gently to my hand. There was music from the dashboard, and dust was dancing in the air. You sang the words a little early, but somehow I liked them better there. We took the road beside the water and missed the turn we meant to take. But getting lost felt almost perfect with every little choice we made. You make the world feel a little more like summer, a little more open, a little more blue. Every small moment turns into something whenever I spend it with you. You make the sunlight stay a little longer. You make the ordinary feel new. I never knew a day could feel this easy till I found one next to you. A little warmer, a little brighter, a little closer to the sky. A little slower, a little kinder, whenever you are by my side. By late afternoon, the shadows started stretching through the trees. You leaned your head against the window and let the sunlight touch your cheek. For a while we didn't say much, the road was enough to understand. Your fingers resting near the console, mine almost reaching for your hand. Maybe some things happen softly, so quietly we miss the start. A simple day, an open highway, and someone finding someone's heart. You make the world feel a little more like summer, a little more open, a little more blue. Every small moment turns into something whenever I spend it with you. Oh, you make the sunlight stay a little longer. Oh, you make the ordinary feel new. I never knew a day could feel this easy till I found one next to you. I don't need fireworks above us, I don't need a perfect scene, just your laughter through the speakers and the road between the trees. Maybe years from now I'll wonder why that day still feels so clear. Maybe it was never summer, maybe it was having you near. You make the world feel a little more like summer. Oh, a little more open, a little more blue. Every road feels like it leads somewhere better. Oh, whenever I'm riding with you. Oh, you make the evening wait a little longer. Oh, you make the fading light feel new. I never knew my heart could feel this easy till it found its way to you. A little warmer, a little brighter, like the day was made for two. A little slower, a little kinder, that is what it feels like with you. And when sky becomes less blue, I'll still remember how the whole world felt a little more like summer with you. You showed up late with the sunlight caught in the sleeves of your shirt, laughing like nothing could reach us, like we had all of the world. The road was warm under our feet, the wind kept playing with your hair. You turned around for just a second, and somehow summer started there. We didn't need a perfect plan, we only followed where it led. Every little moment felt like something I would not forget. You look so beautiful that summer, standing where the blue met green, holding all the light around you like the brightest thing I'd seen. I can still hear your laughter floating through the open air. Maybe time kept moving forward, but a part of me stayed there. We bought cold drinks at the corner, then walked until the sky turned gold. You told me stories about places you were still too young to know. A paper cup between your fingers, a faded map inside your hand. We missed the road we meant to follow, but neither one of us complained. The city slowly disappeared, the ocean came into our view. Every road felt wide and easy when I was walking next to you. You look so beautiful that summer, standing where the blue met green, holding all the light around you like the brightest thing I'd seen. I can still hear your laughter floating through the open air. Maybe time kept moving forward, but a part of me stayed there. In the warm wind, in the slow tide, in the way you smiled at me, in the long days, in the soft light, that is where you'll always be. There was music from a window, someone dancing down the street. You took my hand without a reason and pulled me closer to the beat. We didn't care who might be watching, we didn't try to get it right. You moved like every passing second was ours to keep for one more night. And even now when days are colder, I feel that season coming through. A little warmth across my shoulders, a little memory of you. You look so beautiful that summer, standing where the blue met green, holding all the light around you like the brightest thing I'd seen. I can still hear your laughter floating through the open air. Maybe time kept moving forward, but a part of me stayed there. Maybe we were never meant to hold the season in our hands. Maybe all the best things happen before we learn to understand. Still, whenever sunlight flickers on a window or a wall, I remember how you looked then, and I remember everything at all. You look so beautiful that summer, with the whole sky in your eyes. Every ordinary moment felt like something made to last. I can still hear your laughter like it never disappeared. Maybe summer moved on without us, but I keep that summer here. In the warm wind, in the slow tide, in the blue beyond the trees, in the long days, in the soft light, you were still there next to me. And when July comes around again, I know exactly where I'll be. Somewhere between the sea and sunlight, where your smile still stays with me. called me from the corner cafe, said the afternoon felt too clear. I left my book beside the window and told you I would meet you there. You had your sunglasses above you and sunlight resting on your face. You said let's walk until we're tired, so we forgot about the day. There was no reason to be certain, no destination on our minds. We only followed quiet streets and let the city pass us by. I still remember the day we didn't plan, the open sky, the warmth upon your hands. Nothing important had to happen, nothing was asking us to understand. We only walked beneath the summer light, talking until the afternoon became night. I didn't know a simple day could stay so clearly in my heart this way. We found a garden by the station, hidden behind an iron gate. You stopped to watch the leaves above us moving slowly in the shade. We shared a sandwich from the market and sat beside a quiet wall. You told me how you used to wonder if growing up meant losing it all. I said that maybe growing older was learning what we wanted near. You looked at me without an answer, but somehow everything felt clear. I still remember the day we didn't plan, the open sky, the warmth upon your hands. Nothing important had to happen, nothing was asking us to understand. We only walked beneath the summer light, talking until the afternoon became night. I didn't know a simple day could stay so clearly in my heart this way. The streets grew quieter after sunset, the windows turned to softer gold. You walked a little closer to me when evening started feeling cold. We passed the place where we first met once. You smiled before I said a word. It felt as though the whole day carried every small thing we had never heard. There are some moments that grow louder long after they have disappeared, not because they changed the whole world, but because someone special was near. I used to think that memories needed a perfect place, a perfect time, but now I know they sometimes happen while no one notices the signs. A cup of coffee on a table, a shadow moving through the trees, the way you turned and looked beside you as though you wanted me to see that ordinary days can hold us more gently than the grandest plans, and love can enter without warning, then quietly remain. I still remember the day we didn't plan, the open sky, the warmth upon your hands. Nothing important had to happen, nothing was asking us to understand. We only walked beneath the summer light, talking until the afternoon became night. I didn't know a simple day could stay so clearly in my heart this way. Na da 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 da. Now every time the season changes and warm air moves across the street, I think about that quiet garden and how you walked beside me. We never said the day was special, we never tried to make it last, but some days find a place within us before they ever become past. So when tomorrow feels uncertain and everything is moving fast, I'll remember the day we didn't plan and how the simplest moments last. the sunlight touched the street, holding coffee in both hands and smiling when you noticed me. You said the day it felt too quiet, so we walked without a plan, past the shops and open windows, through the warmth across the town. We did not need a destination, we did not need to name the day. Every little step felt easy with you walking close this way. I remember how the evening felt, soft and simple, calm and clear. Nothing in the world was changing, but I wanted you to stay near. I remember how the fading light rested gently on your face. Some days disappear behind us, but that one never left its place. We found a table by the river, where the trees leaned toward the blue. You spoke softly about the future and the things you hope to do. I watched the water moving slowly while you traced a circle on the glass. Neither one of us was hurried, neither one was looking back. There are moments that seem ordinary until they settle in the heart. Then a simple word or silence feels like something at the start. I remember how the evening felt, soft and simple, calm and clear. Nothing in the world was changing, but I wanted you to stay near. I remember how the fading light rested gently on your face. Some days disappear behind us, but that one never left its place. The streetlights slowly came between us as the sky became less blue. You pulled your sleeves around your fingers and I gave my coat to you. We passed the station near the market where the last train crossed the town. You looked at me and said the evening had gone by without a sound. I knew the day was nearly over, but I did not want to leave. There was something in your quiet smile that asked me to believe. Maybe love begins so softly that we do not see it grow. In a cup left on the table, in a road we choose to go. Maybe love is not a moment made for everyone to see. Maybe it is simply knowing you are where you wanna be. I had searched for something brighter, something certain, something new. Then I found the world felt steady every time I walked with you. I remember how the evening felt, soft and simple, calm and clear. Nothing in the world was changing, but I wanted you to stay near. I remember how the fading light rested gently on your face. Some days disappear behind us, but that one never left its place. Now the seasons keep on turning and the street has changed somehow. There are different signs and windows than the ones we walk by them. Still, whenever light grows softer at the ending of the day, I can almost hear your footsteps moving gently through that place. I remember how the evening felt, warm enough to slow the time. Every ordinary second felt like something made for us. I remember how you looked at me before we had to walk away. Some days disappear behind us, but that one chose to stay. So when the evening turns quiet and the city loses light, I still think of how you walked there, close beside me through the night. morning in. The buildings held the sunlight along their silver edges. You turned and asked me softly if I had somewhere to go. I looked outside a moment, then told you I did not know. The street below was waking, but neither of us moved. The room felt warm and quiet, and I was there with you. When the city woke up slow, I watched the sunlight reach the floor. Nothing needed our attention, nothing waited at the door. You were standing by the window with the daylight in your eyes, and I wish the morning gently would forget to pass us by. We made a simple breakfast and left the radio low. You poured another coffee, though the cup was nearly full. You talked about a small town you wanted us to see, a place beside the water where the days move quietly. I said we could go someday when the weather stayed this clear. You smiled as though that someday was already drawing near. When the city woke up slow, I watched the sunlight reach the floor. Nothing needed our attention, nothing waited at the door. You were standing by the window with the daylight in your eyes, and I wish the morning gently would forget to pass us by. We walked along the side streets where the trees had started green. The cafes raised their awnings and the air was cool and clean. You stopped beside a flower shop and looked through every row. You chose the smallest white ones because you liked them most. I carried them beside you as we wandered through the square. The day felt almost weightless with your footsteps close to mine. I used to think that happiness would come from somewhere far, a distant road, a different life, a place beyond the stars. But maybe it is closer than I ever understood. A quiet room, an open street, a morning feeling good. Maybe it is hearing your voice before the day and knowing there is nowhere I would rather be today. When the city woke up slow, I watched the sunlight reach the floor. Nothing needed our attention, nothing waited at the door. You were standing by the window with the daylight in your eyes, and I wish the morning gently would forget to pass us by. By noon the streets grew brighter and the traffic filled the road. We found a shaded table near the place we used to know. You set the flowers beside us in a glass the waiter brought, then looked at them in silence as though holding one small thought. I asked you what you wondered, you said nothing you could name, then reached across the table and rested your hand near mine. When the city woke up slow, I felt the whole world settle down. Every sound became much softer. Every face became less distant. You were sitting there beside me, with the daylight growing warm. And I knew the simplest morning could become a place called home. Now whenever curtains open and the early light comes through, I remember how the city walks so slowly there with you. You were reading by the window with your coffee growing cold. Sunlight moved across the table like a story being told. I stood quietly beside you till you looked up with a smile. Then you closed the book between us and asked me to stay a while. Outside the street was waking, but the room was still and warm. There was nowhere we were needed. There was nothing we had planned. The morning found us there, with the light across the room, talking softly about nothing, while the city came in bloom. The morning found us there, with no reason to move on. And I learned that being near you could make an ordinary day feel long. We walked down to the bakery where the windows held the sun. You chose something sweet for later, then decided on another one. We sat outside beneath the awning while the buses passed us by. You told me how the changing seasons always made you wonder why. I said maybe every season leaves a little thing behind, a certain street, a certain feeling, a certain person on your mind. The morning found us there, with the light across the room, talking softly about nothing, while the city came in bloom. The morning found us there, with no reason to move on. And I learned that being near you could make an ordinary day feel long. We wandered through a quiet market where the flowers filled the air. You stopped beside the white ones and said they looked like summer there. I watched you hold a single blossom carefully between your hands. You smiled and placed it in my pocket like a secret without plans. Some gestures pass so quickly that the world does not take note. Still, the smallest acts of kindness are the ones we carry close. I used to wait for perfect moments, for a sign I could believe, something bright enough to tell me what the heart was meant to need. But love did not arrive like thunder. It did not ask the world to see. It came quietly through the morning and sat down next to me. It was in the way you listened, in the way you knew my name, in the way the room felt warmer every time you came. The morning found us there, with the light across the room, talking softly about nothing, while the day feel long. By the time we crossed the river, noon was resting on the town. You leaned against the railing and watched the sunlight moving down. You said the day felt almost endless, though the hours had passed so fast. I told you maybe days feel longer when we hope that they will last. You looked at me a moment, then turned slowly toward the view, and I knew the quiet answer was already there with you. The morning found us there, and it stayed inside my mind, in the windows, in the flowers, in the way your hand touched mine. The morning found us there, and the morning found us there, and the whole world softened through. I had never known a simple day could make an ordinary day feel long. Now whenever light comes gently through the curtains near my chair, I remember how the morning found us quietly waiting there. You were standing by the doorway with the morning on your face, holding 2 cups of coffee like you had been there all day. I asked you where you wanted to spend the afternoon. You said anywhere was fine as long as I came to. So we left without deciding which direction we would take. There was something in the silence that neither of us had to break. I don't need a perfect moment, I don't need a perfect view. Every place becomes familiar when I'm standing there with you. Even when the road is changing, even when the sky turns gray, there is something calm and certain in the way you choose to stay. We walked past the little houses near the edge of town. You stopped beside a garden where the leaves were hanging down. You told me about a summer when you were 17, and all the dreams you carried before you knew what they would mean. I listened as you spoke there, with your hands inside your coat. Some memories become clearer every time they're softly told. I don't need a perfect moment, I don't need a perfect view. Every place becomes familiar when I'm standing there with you. Even when the road is changing, even when the sky turns gray, there is something calm and certain in the way you choose to stay. We found a quiet table in a cafe by the street. The room was nearly empty, except for you and me. You drew a line across the window where the glass had turned to mist, then looked at me and smiled like there was nothing we had missed. The hours moved around us, but we never checked the time. I could feel the day growing softer with your hand resting close to mine. I don't need a perfect moment, I don't need a perfect view. Every place becomes familiar when I'm standing there with you. Even when the road is changing, even when the sky turns gray, there is something calm and certain in the way you choose to stay. Maybe love is not a promise spoken loudly in the dark. Maybe it is something quieter, it slowly finds the heart. Maybe it is being patient when the answers do not come. Maybe it is sharing silence and still feeling close to someone. I used to think that every feeling had to shine for all to see, but now I know the strongest ones can move more quietly. They live inside the smallest moments, in the things we always do, in the way the world feels steady whenever I am next to you. By evening we were walking back along the same old road. The houses lit their windows and the air was turning cold. You slipped your hand into mine as naturally as before, and suddenly the simple street felt different than before. We never tried to name it, we never tried to make it new, but every ordinary moment kept leading me to you. I don't need a perfect moment, I don't need a perfect view. Every place becomes familiar when I'm standing there with you. Even when the years are changing, even when the seasons fade, there is something calm and certain in the way you choose to stay. I don't need a grand beginning, I don't need a grand beginning. I don't need a final sign, I only need the quiet feeling of your hand resting in mine. So when tomorrow comes too quickly and the day feels hard to move through, I will remember I am still here beside you. We took the longer way around the corner, where every lawn was bright beneath the sun. A row of sprinklers crossed the narrow gardens, turning slowly, one by one. The water touched the edge of the pavement, then disappeared before our shoes came through. You watched the rhythm for a second and said, I think I know what we should do. When the sprinklers reached the sidewalk, we ran straight through the silver rain, cool drops falling on our shoulders. Then the sunlight dried them all again. When the sprinklers reached the sidewalk, every step fell into time. We kept moving with the water, crossing every shining line. One turned early, one turned slowly, one sent water farther than the rest. tried to judge the space between them, but the wind kept changing every guess. The houses stayed behind their curtains, while the gardens filled with moving light. By the time we reached the final corner, neither one of us was dry. When the sprinklers reached the sidewalk, we ran straight through the silver rain. Cool drops flashing in the sunlight. Then the warm air found us once again. When the sprinklers reached the sidewalk, oh, every step fell into time. We kept moving with the water, crossing every shining line. The street was quiet in the distance. The water counted out the beat. We slowed down just beyond the gardens, then heard another one across the street. The shadows stretched beneath the fences, and cooler air moved through the trees. We had almost reached the station when another sprinkler turned toward me. You stepped back, but not completely. I saw the water catch your sleeve. We stood there laughing by the crossing, with no good reason left to leave. When the sprinklers reached the sidewalk, we ran straight through the silver rain. Cool drops moving with the sunlight, making summer bright again. When the sprinklers reached the sidewalk, we forgot the shortest way. Followed every shining garden till the water turned away. The last sprinkler stopped. We kept walking with wet sleeves in the sun. The pool stays open late tonight. Blue water, white lights, we've still got time. The pool stays open late tonight. Leave your shoes by the painted line. 7:30, heat still rising from the concrete by the gate. Someone's testing out the water. Everyone else wants to wait. You walk straight toward the deep end, like the temperature is fine. Then you turn and call behind you. Are you coming in or not? 1, 2, jump before 3. Cold for a second, then easy. 1, 2, come on, don't wait. The pool stays open late. Water running from my t-shirts, towels folded on the chairs. Every splash becomes an echo underneath the evening air. Someone finds a floating beach ball, sends it flying down the lane. We keep saying 1 more minute, then we start the game again. Stay in the water, stay till the lights come on. Stay in the water, the hottest part is gone. Nothing to hurry, nothing we have to say. The sun may be leaving, but we don't have to yet. 8:15, the sky turns lighter in the water than above. Blue reflections cross the ceiling every time the surface moves. The lifeguard stacks the empty chairs. Now we all know what that one means. Still, nobody heads for the ladder till the whistle cuts the beat. 1, 2, last one across. No one remembers who really lost. Race to the gate. The pool stayed open late. Stay in the water, stay while the night rolls in. Stay in the water, take one more lap again. Nothing dramatic, just a good way to end the day. The sun went down early, but we stayed late. Shoes by the painted line, towels over our shoulders. Same time tomorrow, same time tomorrow. We found the freezer near the back door and picked the brightest colors from the box. You chose orange, I took the blue one. Then both of us went looking for the shade. The wrapper stuck against our fingers. The wooden sticks were colder than before. We sat beside the steps and tried to hurry, but summer reached them first. The popsicles melted too fast, running down our hands in the sun. We kept laughing, trying to catch it before the sweetest part was gone. The popsicles melted too fast, leaving little colors on our sleeves. We thought we had the whole afternoon, but summer moved quicker than we did. A drop of blue fell on the pavement, another landed somewhere near your shoe. You held yours higher like that helped it, then gave up and took another bite. The orange one leaned across the paper. Mine was changing shape with every second. By the time we started keeping score, there was nothing left to count. The popsicles melted too fast, running down our hands in the sun. We kept laughing, trying to catch it before the sweetest part was gone. Oh, popsicles melted too fast, turning every minute into color. We thought we had the whole afternoon, but summer moved quicker than we did. Shade kept shifting by the doorway. The boxes hung behind the wall. We could have gone inside for another, but we stayed where the warm air was. The sticks were drying on the railing, the wrappers folded underneath the cup. You said the blue one tasted better. I said the orange disappeared too soon. The light had softened near the garden. Cooler air moved through the leaves. We looked back once toward the freezer, then We passed the bakery just after 7, when the sidewalks started losing all their heat. The door was open, warm light on the pavement, and something sweet was drifting down the street. You stopped before I even saw the window, where the final tray was cooling by the glass. We only meant to look for half a minute, but neither one of us kept walking past. There were 2 peach pastries on the counter, a little crooked, dusted white with sugar. You chose the one that looked slightly larger, then broke it neatly down the middle for us. We carried both halves toward the riverside, still warm beneath the paper in our hands. The breeze kept lifting up the folded corners, while sugar fell like sand across our laps. The bakery left the door open, so the evening wandered in. Warm bread meeting cooler air, where the quiet street began. The bakery left the door open, and we followed where it led, with summer moving through the trees and peach sugar on our hands. The river caught the lights from every window, small reflections stretching underneath the bridge. You saved the final bite until it cooled down, then offered me exactly half of it. The paper bag grew lighter as we walked home, the evening settling softly on the town. But every time the breeze came from behind us, that warm, sweet smell would find us once again. The bakery left the door open, so the evening wandered through, past the tables, down the sidewalk, into everything we knew. The bakery left the door open, and the whole street seemed to change, just a little warmer near the corner, just a little cooler by the shade. The next night, when we passed the same old window, the door was closed, the lights were nearly gone. You looked at me and held up 2 small fingers, so we came back earlier the morning after. The bakery left the door open, and that was all it took. One warm pastry split between us, one more street we never rushed. The bakery left the door open, while the summer evening stayed. We carried nothing home but folded paper and the sweetness of the day. The last light disappeared, the scent stayed. One block longer. The afternoon had filled the apartment, with sunlight resting heavy on the floor. We Kept the windows open for an hour, but nothing moved until a little after 4. Then every curtain lifted from the doorway. The paper on the table turned around. You looked up from the glass you had been holding as cooler air came drifting through the town. The breeze arrived at 4, and everything began to move across the room and through the hall, like summer changing into something new. The breeze arrived at 4, light enough to leave the windows wide. We let the whole day open up and followed where the cooler air would guide. The leaves outside began to show their silver. The shadows shifted underneath the trees. A bicycle bell carried from the corner, then disappeared somewhere along the breeze. Whoa, we moved the chairs out to the balcony and watched the clouds go slowly overhead. The heat was still along the empty pavement, but up above the afternoon felt fresh. The breeze arrived at 4, and everything began to move across the roofs and through the leaves, like summer finding an easier groove. Oh, the breeze arrived at 4, clear enough to change the pace outside. We let the whole day open up and followed where the cooler air would guide. Past 5, the curtains had stopped dancing, but cooler air remained inside the room. The glasses left 2 circles on the table, and evening light was settling into blue. You said the day it finally found its balance. I watched the branches moving down below. We never had to leave the open windows. The best part of the summer came to us. The breeze arrived at 4 and carried all the heavy air away, through every window, down the hall, and into every corner of the day. The breeze arrived at 4, simple as the leaves beginning to rise. We let the whole day open up with cooler air and clearer summer skies. The window stayed open long after 4.